What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Joey Jr. 93, aka you know it already, and I'm back with some more Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies gameplay for you guys. This is on the map Riese. Personally, one of my favorite maps because it's fun, and anything can happen in zombies. You know that already. If you play zombies, we got to round 31 because we ended the game. You know, the common goal, round 30 every map. That's our goal. This is the second map, Riese. The first map was Kino, Der Toten. And, you know, we're just doing any order. It really doesn't matter the order. And I'm with my boys Eros and smartykiller once again. So the three of us going at it. And, you know, I had the ray gun, the Thompson, and the other gun is like Galil, RPK, you know, whatever I got my hands on. And, you know, my perks, Jug, Double Tap, Quick Revive, and Mule Kick. You know, Bouncing Betties for the win. Cannot forget my fucking Bouncing Betties, and of course the monkeys. And the original grenades, which are badass, like Billy Gunn. But, alright, so right now, I got the raw results for January 6th, 2014. And raw goes old school, baby. Old school raw 2014. To the fucking resurrection. Alright, so, you know, gotta try to talk as fast as possible because I don't want to make the video too long. So, the first raw of 2014. Old school raw once again. Here we go. My boy, the nature boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Comes out talking shit that he's the best in the world, and etc. And then my boy, the Viper, of course, Randy Orton comes out. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton comes out. There we go. And then he comes out talking shit that he's the best in the world. He says, I have respect for you, Ric Flair, but get the hell out of here because it's fucking all about me. And then Cena comes out, and Cena's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? My boy Ric Flair, tell him to get out? Really? Really? And then Cena and Orton start talking shit to each other. And then Randy Orton's pissed because John Cena has a rematch at the Royal Rumble, and etc. So, Orton leaves. And that's it. And then we find out that Jerry Lawler is feeling under the weather. So apparently he's not here tonight, and it's just Michael Cole and JBL. And then the first match of the night. The Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, the sons of Rikishi, and Rey Mysterio versus the Wyatt family. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and the newest member, Daniel Bryan, coming out in his new attire. Looking like Eric Rowan with the overalls and stuff. Ridiculous, Daniel Bryan. This man, I don't know. You know, the match went back and forth. Daniel Bryan tagged himself in the match. And then right after Daniel Bryan tagged himself in, Luke Harper tagged himself right after that. And then, the Usos, Rey Mysterio, you know, one of them did a cheap roll-up. And then it was over. So, the Usos and Rey Mysterio won the match. And then we have tonight's fan choice that Damien Sandow will get a rematch against the Great Khali. Actually, the Great Khali gets a rematch against Damien Sandow. Whatever. And for the WWE app, you have to vote for the special guest referee. WWE Hall of Famers Bob Backlund, Arn Anderson, or Sergeant Slaughter. And then we go backstage with Kane and Brad Maddox. You know, they're talking shit to each other. Kane said that, you know, Brad Maddox like, you want to hit me? Come on, hit me. And then Kane's like, yeah, if I hit you, I'll be terminated, and then I'm fired from my, role right now. And then, Kane said, however, he would be forced to return as the monster, and he would destroy Brad Maddox. So apparently, Brad Maddox should stay away from Kane. And then we go backstage once again, but now with the Intercontinental Champion, Big E Langston. He runs into some legends, you know? He notices Nikolai Volkov singing the Russian national anthem, and then he sees the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, saying, everyone's got a price, with his evil laugh. And then he runs into IRS, who tells him, better pay your taxes. And then Big E Langston's just smiling and walking away. He's like, okay, this is a little bit awkward. And then the next match, Curtis Axel versus the Intercontinental Champion, Big E Langston. Of course, Ryback is here. He's on, you know, he's on commentary. Match is going in, you know. Big E Langston getting pissed, takes down the straps, hits Curtis Axel with the big ending, obviously to the fucking resurrection, of course. You know, all signatures and finishers are to the fucking resurrection. And then Biggie Langston, you know, the Intercontinental Champion, Biggie Langston won the match. And then we go backstage once again, and Roddy Piper prepares for Piper's Pit. And, of course, we come back, and then he's doing Piper's Pit with the Shield, all 3 members, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and the United States Champion, Dean Ambrose. And then CM Punk comes out, and everyone's talking shit. You know, Seth Rollins tells Piper that it's not 1985 anymore. So apparently he's talking shit. I don't know. You know, everyone's talking shit to each other. And then, yeah, so CM Punk doesn't come out just yet. And then he does, and he comes out with, oh, you didn't know? My boys, the New Age Outlaws. So, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn come out with CM Punk. And then the Shield leave the ring. And then Punk is wearing the United States title. Apparently he's making a statement. He wants to face Dean Ambrose for the United States title. And then the next match, the return of My Name is Alberto Del Rio. You already know that. Versus Sin Cara. Match is going in. You know, Alberto Del Rio got his rematch. He did a big kick to the fucking resurrection. And then, that's it. Alberto Del Rio won the match. After the match, Alberto Del Rio is talking about that Batista is entering himself in the 2014 Royal Rumble match. And then, you know, Alberto Del Rio saying, well, I'm putting myself in the match and I'm going to win. Oh, my bad. I had to crossbow this. Here we go. Oops. My bad. Something close my arm. I had to crossbow. Pack a punch. Because it was helpful. And I was camping the Thompson room. Forgot to mention that. You know, like a fucking badass. And Eros and smartykiller were camping together. By the bridge. Under the bridge. Where the power is. And by STG, you know, those areas. And then we go backstage once again with Daniel Bryan and the Wyatt family. All 4 members. Now it's 4 of them now. And Daniel Bryan's yelling at Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And then he's talking about that he wanted to join the family. And how he's a former tag team champion, unlike them. And then he says next week he wants to tag with either Luke Harper or Eric Rowan. Just one of them, not both. Because he's pissed. Because he lost in his debut with the Wyatt family. And then Bray Wyatt walks up to him and says, that won't be necessary. Because next week you're going to be teaming up with me. So apparently it's going to be, you know, apparently it looks like it might be Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt as a team. I'm not sure. Whatever the fuck is going to happen, we'll find out. And the next match, the Real Americans, you know, consist of Jack Swagger and Antonio Cesaro with Zeb Coulter ringside versus the WWE Tag Team Champions Cody Rhodes and Goldust. Match is going in. Goldust, you know, gets a tag. He hits Jack Swagger and Cesaro and Fail and Antonio Cesaro with just a bunch of fucking moves. And then he just pins one of them and then the match is over. And then we go backstage once again with Booker T, Ron Simmons, and Diamond Dallas Page. You know, they're all talking. And then they're talking about DDP's yoga. And I don't know why, but... And then Booker T's like, well, I have my yoga. And Ron Simmons just looks around and says, damn! You know, he's fucking like, what the fuck? And then we have the fans' choice. Damian Sandow versus the Great Khali. Special guest referee, my boy Sergeant Slaughter. Match is going in. Great Khali hits Damian Sandow with a big chop to the fucking resurrection and pins him. And then Damian Sandow is complaining after the match. So the Great Khali won the match, and after the match, Damian Sandow's complaining to Sergeant Slaughter that his foot was touching the rope, and then Sergeant Slaughter is like, nope, I didn't see anything. And then that's it. I forgot to mention we were taking laps together. Like starting now, as you're seeing. You know, activate the traps. You know, try to stick together so no one gets overran or trapped. And then we, you know, just keep activating the traps. Shoot if you have to, rinse and repeat. You know, shoot to get points. Because, you know, we need points to activate traps. Traps cost 1,000, and etc. Then we go backstage once again with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. And then after that, you know, they're just talking shit that they're going to come out. And then in ring, now, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, Mark Henry, and The Big Show. My goodness. Paul Heyman saying old school is when one man dominates everyone and someone else challenges them. Paul Heyman says Bruno Sammartino was old school. He said Bruno Sammartino reigned supreme on everyone in the locker room. And everyone wanted a piece of him. He said that's old school. And in addition to Bruno, San Martino, that's my boy as well. Brock Lesnar also says that Hulk Hogan was old school. And Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously my favorite WWE legend, so that's my boy, obviously. And, you know, they're just talking shit. Brock Lesnar's basically trying to say that he's the best right now. And then, you know, Mark Henry's there. And then Big Show comes out. And then, you know, basically, I would think it would be a triple threat, but I could be wrong. You know, like, let these three gentlemen have a match, see who's better. And then Big Show and Mark Henry are about to hit Brock Lesnar, and, you know, and then Brock Lesnar just ducks out and then just leaves with Paul Heyman. And then the next match, a Divas match, the Bella Twins, Nikki and Brie Bella versus Oksana and Alicia Fox. Match was going in. Brie Bella missed a missile drop kick of the middle rope. And then Oksana just does a cheap pin and pins her, so Oksana and Alicia Fox win. And then we go backstage with, once again, with Too Cool, which, you know, Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty 2 Hotty. And then we find out that they're in a match with 3MB. And then Rikishi comes out as well. So, match was going in. You know, Grandmaster Sexay puts on his goggles and then he does the hip hop drop, flying leg drop off the top. And then Rikishi, so Rikishi was in the match too, so it's a 3-on-3. Rikishi does the big splash on Jinder Mahal and then pins him. And then it was over, you know. And then, so Rikishi won for his team. And then they did their trademark dance after the win. And that's it. And then we have Bad News Barrett, the Barrett Barash, with the old school legends. You know, he's talking shit that, you know, he's basically just talking shit. And how, you know, on how the world is bad and blah, blah, blah. And then Mean Gene Okerlund, another one of my boys. And, of course, my boys, the New Age Outlaws, all coming out. You know, and then Road Dogg introduces CM Punk, and then CM Punk comes in the ring, and then, of course, the main event, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And the match was going in. CM Punk was trying to go for GTS, but Roman Reigns fights out of it. And then when CM Punk got distracted, you know, by looking around at the Shield or whatever, Roman Reigns does the spear to CM Punk to the fucking resurrection. I hate to say it. And then Roman Reigns wins. You know, I'm pissed because CM Punk lost. But, you know, that's obviously one of my boys. Cena is one of my boys. Orton's one of my boys. Daniel Bryan's one of my boys. Basically, everyone that I like is one of my boys. You know, whoever's good and stuff. And, after the match, so Roman Reigns won the match. After the match, the Shield is celebrating. And then they're just taunting CM Punk. And then Jake the Snake Roberts, another one of my boys, because I love that guy with, you know, with the snake. He has the snake. Woo! So Roman Reigns is trying to do a triple powerbomb to CM Punk. You know, with the Shield, of course. And then Jake the Snake Roberts comes out. And then New Age Outlaws attack the Shield from behind. And then, you know, New Age Outlaws and CM Punk are just taking down House. The three of them on the Shield. And then Dean Ambrose is still in the ring. So CM Punk hits him with the GTS. And then the fans want a DDT. So Jake the Snake Roberts doesn't do a DDT, though. He has the snake out of the bag onto Dean Ambrose, and then Old School Raw ends with Jake the Snake Roberts giving his snake a kiss. And then that's it. So Raw, Old School, 2014, the first Raw of 2014. Fucking good, I like it, you know. I'm pissed that Daniel Bryan lost, you know. I'm not really a big fan of the Wyatt family, but Daniel Bryan I respect still. He's just going through some changes. Oh, the market went down. Did you guys see that? My goodness, I don't know how I died. Fake. But, yeah, you know, we just want to see how long we can survive over here now. And then, you know, everyone's like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just die. And then, you know, etc. So, yeah, Raw Old School was good. You know, sorry for fucking up a lot. I don't know why I do that. But it was good. Yeah, we survived 31 rounds. So, Kino, round 32. Reese, round 31. And then from main event results coming up, I got Ascension, round 31, I think. And those are the only 3 maps that I did over the weekend. So, you know, next weekend and etc. You know, we're going to do some more maps. My birthday is actually this Saturday, the 11th. January 11th. So, you know, I'm going to be 21. So, you know, now I can drink legally. Even though I like to drink illegally. Because I am illegal. But, you know, I can do a whole bunch of shit. You know, I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll probably do a video. Because, you know, I am a badass like Billy Gunn. So we have a badass over here with a gun, of course. That's me. And that's it. So basically, you know, take laps and everything, like I mentioned before. You know, everyone pretty much had the same guns because we were taking laps together and stuff. You know, you camp separate to rack up points, and then when you're near the end of your goal, take laps so the rounds go a little bit quicker, and that's it. So this video and commentary is coming to an end. So this is Joey Jr. 93, aka you know it already. I hope you guys liked the video and the commentary, of course, and show off. And stay tuned, of course, for more carnage. If I forget to say that. So one more time, stay tuned for more carnage on everything I do.